Switzerland has been dethroned by the United States after 9 years of reigning as the world's most competitive economy, according to revamped annual global rankings by the World Economic Forum. Beverly Sayson tells us why.
Switzerland's 9-year streak as the world's most competitive economy came to an end on Wednesday after it was dethroned by the United States in an annual league table published by the World Economic Forum, or WEF. A root and branch revamp of the WEF's rankings, reoriented towards future technology-driven growth, pushed Switzerland into 4th place, with Singapore 2nd and Germany 3rd out of 140 countries, each marked on a scale from 0 to 100.
Why they do well: they're an innovation powerhouse, they do well in terms of labor markets, they do well in terms of market size, they do fairly well in terms of institutions, but there are also a lot of worrying signs. So the US is one of the lowest ranked G20 economies when it comes to health. There are concerns about freedom of the press, there are concerns about judicial independence, and so there are a number of these softer factors that could have an implication for the country's competitiveness in the longer term.
The old ranking had docked marks from the United States for its macroeconomic environment, high government debt being a particular weakness, but the new rankings awarded it 99.2 for debt dynamics, an almost perfect score. WEF's experts denied that the analysis had been remodeled to flatter U.S. President Donald Trump, who topped the bill at the WEF's annual meeting at Davos in January, bringing his America's First message to the world's elite.
The old index and new index are apples and oranges. The reason the new index has been built is because we've learned so much about what drives economic growth and growth in income in the long term.
The 98 indicators in the index were drawn from international organizations and a survey of company executives, and largely reflected long-term policies such as investing in digital skills, she said. That means Switzerland could take a while to win back its crown. Zahidi said it was a pillar of innovation but needed to work on its entrepreneurial mindset.
You need to be able to have this ability to take risks and to use some of these newer technologies to actually create new businesses, and not just to create new businesses, but take them all the way from idea to actual commercialization.
Further down the rankings, China was in 28th place, Russia was 43rd, but India was 58th, a big slide from 40th under the old methodology last year. Saudi Arabia came 39th, a placing that could potentially be affected by the unfolding story of missing Saudi journalist Jamal Khashoggi, Zahidi said. The bottom 30 were almost exclusively African countries, although Haiti and Yemen squeezed ahead of last place Chad, which scored 35.5. Beverly Sayson, UNTV News and Rescue, USA.